up between Siberian Bull and Jafem. This is going to be maximum amounts of fun. Very much looking forward to this one. Currently, Jafem is 1-1. Siberian Bull is 0-2. Siberian Bull looking for their first win. Looking to go 1-2. Poison Curl's already 2-1. Perfection 2-1 as well in this part of the tournament. So, we'll see what these racers can do here today, but the gate's been dropped. They are on their way. And it is time, folks, for everyone's favorite stage. It's the freaking intro stage. I kid. Let's go! The stage needs dash boots. Stage is so slow, it's boring, it's straightforward, it teaches the racers or anyone playing the game basically some of the controls of the games, your jumps, your shots, charge shots, all the fun stuff. Bull and Jafem gonna be going through highway here. And they come up to their first B. Mechanical B is going to fall Jafem out to a very quick lead, but again, very neck and neck. Jafem out of the second B, so is Bull. And the races are actually going to be doing something a little different here. Typically in Mega Man, you want to make sure your health is as high as possible. However, in the intro stage, because the boss at the end of the intro stage is Vile, the only real fastest way to be able to get through this stage is to damage down to the point where Vile immediately goes through his paralyzing shots and thus triggering Vile's neck grabbing X, and then onward from there you can make your way to the actual main screen, the Maverick stage of the stages. So we'll be going on to face Chill Penguin. As for the race, we go on to face Chill Penguin as the first boss. Notice how Jafem is hanging out at just a little spot here. Gonna be moving forward. And here we go. Here comes Vile in his mech. And there you go, Jafem. Both racers are moving on to the stage select screen. Alright, Chill Penguin is the first stage. Not only is it the easiest boss to defeat in the game, it's also the stage where the racers are going to go get the first X armor upgrade, the dash boots. This is going to allow the racers to go a heck of a lot faster. This is Mega Man X 100%, the online tournament. Jafem gets the Dr. Light capsule. Bull having a little bit of an issue here going up this part of the Chill Penguin climb. Anything can happen in a race. Now, for 100%, we are going to be getting all 8 heart tanks, 4 sub-tanks, and then the special Mega Man X item at the end, the Hadoken. Little homage, obviously, from Street Fighter. So, you see where Jafem is. The Igloo Jafem just went over. That first one contains the Heart Tank for the Chilled Penguin stage. So this will be part of the revisits later on. Once the racers get the Fire Wave from Flame Mammoth. That'll be able to break the Igloo. Jafem opens up about a 10 to 15 second lead. Oh, Jafem getting bullied to start from the Penguin. That's 3 dashes. Oh, this is very bad RNG for Jafem. See, the one thing you don't want Chill Penguin to do is you don't want him to do those dash slides because you can't damage him. Chill Penguin becomes infinite iframes. You can't damage him. So Jafem losing a good amount of time to just bad Penguin RNG. Let's see how Bull does on his RNG here with Penguin. You're also going to be seeing them use techniques called the Dash Lemon. Basically, dash plus your regular X-Buster shot will do 2 damage. Nicely done from Bull. Bull able to shave off a few seconds off their time loss so far to Jafem. Jafem gonna go to Storm Eagle next. Jafem's gonna wait for a certain spot to jump off here. There's the Hard Tank. Siberian Bull also heading to Storm Eagle stage. There are routes here where you would go to Boomer Kawanger second to get the Boomerang Cutter, which becomes a really useful weapon, especially in a stage like Storm Eagle. Where you can basically go ahead and there's a way you can, it's a glitch where you can create one of those platforms that Jafem was on originally, and that bullet going on right now. Basically, you can fly through the stage. Oh no, Jafem! Jafem falls, and back to the beginning of the stage goes Jafem. See if Bull can capitalize on this. You see Bull just tanking the shots from one of those turrets. If you don't actually destroy the turrets, they don't spawn afterwards. So Bull now getting the second Dr. Light capsule, the X armor upgrade. And this is the head armor upgrade. One of the most pointless upgrades in Mega Man X. You know, the race is only going to use this head thing really for one instance. And that's Flame Mammoth to go get another X armor upgrade. The head armor upgrades look cool, folks. That's pretty much what you're looking for here. Obviously, X2 is the tracker where you have ammo. You can go find secret areas and levels. X3, it gives you a layout of the entire stage map that you're on for the 8 bosses. So I guess in terms of the X trilogy, for speedrunning, this is the only thing that makes logical sense. Because we don't use those other ones in the other games for looking for the items, because the racers in speedrunning know exactly where they are, and Bull's about to get some dives. Bull's got dive 2. Ooh, dive 3. Come on, Eagle 4! I mentioned bad Chill Penguin RNG. Bull's getting absolutely terrible RNG here with the Eagle. Eagle has pretty much become Bull's nemesis through the games I've commentated. Bad Eagle RNG allowing Jafem to catch up. Here we go, Flame Mammoth stage. Remember, folks, this is exactly what I mentioned to you to begin with. This is where we're going to be using really the one and only instance of the head armor upgrade. You're going to see some blocks from the racers here, as jafem retakes the lead based on movement. And here it is. There are the blocks. So you need to be able to break these with the head armor upgrade, and if you fall, you have to reset the stage, but neither racer has to worry about that, because Bull and jafem easily get to the tank. Or the capsule, rather, so nicely done. And this is the X-Buster upgrade. This is where we can start using those charged pink shots, or you can also use charged items, such as what jafem is doing here with the charged shotgun ice to create an ice platform, which allows jafem to be able to go in here. I guess it's really two uses. For the head armor upgrade, you get that sub-tank there as well, though I can neither confirm nor deny. I think you can break that with X's feet, but I'm not sure. But either way, it's the Flame Mammoth stage where the head armor upgrade comes into play. Sting Chameleon to get the heart tank, you can break the blocks with X's feet. Good race so far by these runners. jafem is flying. jafem already erased the loss from that one death that they took in the Storm Eagle stage. Down goes Flame Mammoth on jafem's side. We get a one boss battle difference, folks, between these two racers. And now jafem's on to Boomer Kuwanger. This is a stage where a lot of vertical movement is going to be utilized, because Boomer Kuwanger's stage is a tower. So it's going to be a lot of quick vertical movement for both runners. Nice use of Charged Storm Tornado. And also, in my opinion, the best music in Mega Man X, Boomer Kuwanger stage. Alright. And now the reason the racers are coming here is because with the charged upgrade now, what the racers are going to be able to do is the heart tank here on Boomer Kuwanger stage, ideally, I believe, is meant more for when you actually beat Kuwanger, you're supposed to come back to the stage and use his weapon, the boomerang cutter, to go and grab this thing, but jafem is going to use that charged shotgun ice to easily grab the heart tank. If you come here second, you have to do almost a pixel-perfect jump to be able to jump and then reach the platform. It is very difficult to do. So what the racers do is a charged shotgun ice, and we'll see Bull plant a shotgun ice here and ride it out, and then just jump to get the heart tank. jafem continuing to build on their lead. Again, jafem did take an unfortunate death to Storm Eagle stage, and is already showing that they can easily retake the lead here. Again, jafem is 1-1, Siberian Bull is 0-2. Is jafem going to become 2-1? Is Bull gonna go 1 and 2? We're gonna find out. Jafem defeats Kuwanger. Bull on to Kuwanger now as well. And you see what was left of the Storm Eagle ship. Spark Mandrill, a very brute-like boss. Jafem now almost at the end of the level. Siberian Bull dealing with this mini-boss here. Nicely done. Alright. Now it's time to use Spark Mandrill's weakness against him. The Shotgun Ice. When hit, it's going to freeze. And like I said, Spark Mandrill's a brute, breaks out of the ice, it immediately goes in charge, and there is a way where if you hit Spark Mandrill at a certain time, he breaks out, you immediately freeze him again. But Jafem showing off a little skill here. Siberian Bull just going to go up and grab the heart tank rather than using the boomerang cutter. Alright, Bull's done with Spark Mandrill. Jafem continuing to build on their lead. Alright. Here we go, Jafem! Making a move to Armored Armadillo. Yes, 100% does include the Hadouken. Nice Armored Armadillo fight from Jafem. The racers will be going to get the Hadouken a little bit later in the run. If you're enjoying the race and want to see some more Mega Man X action, make sure you follow these racers. !R on the Twitch chat. If you want to follow commentary team, myself, you're more than welcome to! C in the Twitch chat. Nice grab from Bull with that heart tank. Jafem is onward to Launch Octopus stage. Being careful not to hit the spikes. Ooh, Jafem, gotta be careful! Just missing the last bit of damage on the boat. Jafem's not going to go down here, and this is where the heart tank is in Launch Octopus stage. Bull having a really good Armadillo fight so far. Nicely done. Gets Armadillo before he starts rolling, and just like that, Jafem immediately defeating the first of the two sea snakes, sea eels, whatever you want to call them. One good Charge Storm Tornado defeats him. Just like that. In that screen there, the Sea Snake comes out of a certain spot, so the racers will time it, launch a Charge Storm Tornado, and defeat the Sea Eel, whatever you want to call it, right before it even has a chance to appear, thus saving more time in these runs. Jafem is now opening up almost a full stage lead over Bull. But this is a race. Anything can happen. Alright, so that's one grab from Jafem. You want to avoid as many of those grabs from Launch Octopus as possible. Because while Launch Octopus does that rotating tornado, you can't damage Launch Octopus! And nicely done! Jafem able to defeat Launch Octopus with the last rolling shield piece of ammo that they had. Beautifully done. He did take a lot of damage. Launch Octopus was launching some homing missiles at them. Alright, it's time for Jafem to go and get the last X-Armor upgrade, and unfortunately for Bull, they did hit the spikes and take a death. I mentioned how when Jafem was going through Launch Octopus that hitting those spikes is an instant death, and that is exactly what happened for Bull. That is unfortunate. And that green robot is just a tank of health. Jafem hangs out, grabs the last X-Armor upgrade. That'll complete Jafem's armor upgrade part of this 100% run. Jafem has 2 heart tanks to make it 1 heart tank. With the water in here, makes it a lot easier to get that heart tank. Some racers will do this stage third and execute a phantom grab to get the heart tank by juggling either energy or ammunition with the boomerang cutter. Jafem getting a very important one-up, which I will talk about later. Alright, and there you go. Jafem. Using a dash lemon to finish off Sting Chameleon. I hope you all are excited, because that was the last boss for Jafem. And now it's on to the revisit portion of the 100% run. Jafem's gonna head back to Chill Penguin stage, grab that other heart tank I mentioned. Jafem has 3 of 4 sub-tanks, but we'll get that 4th one when they head back to Armored Armadillo stage, which is where the racers get the Hadouken. And now you're gonna see a charged chameleon sting, which allows the racer to get iframes. Basically, it's camouflage, allowing the racers to get invincibility frames or iframes to pass through enemies, not have to worry about taking damage, and thus speeding up the run even more. It is going to be something that both of these racers are going to abuse in the Sigma stages, because the Sigma stages have a lot of enemies, and it'll be a lot faster to get through certain portions of this tournament. Or excuse me, not of this tournament, but to get through certain portions of those stages. And you see Bull using the head armor upgrade. But obviously, the feet work just as well with the head armor coming into play once again. You can defeat those blocks, that's the ones I mentioned earlier, with just X's feet. And now Jafem grabbing the final sub-tank. Jafem now has everything. It is time for what all of you have been waiting for. It's time for the racers to go grab the Hadouken. How the Hadouken works, it's a special item in Mega Man X that the racers have to come back to Armored Armadillo stage 5 times. Throughout the 5 times, on the 5th time, it will trigger the Hadouken special capsule. So, this is Jafem's 2nd visit to the stage. Jafem is going to take 3 on-purpose deaths here at the end of the stage. Going to jump off. That's 2. This will be try 3. On the 5th revisit, the Hadouken capsule on that little platform is where you're going to see it appear. Bull has defeated Sting Chameleon, is going to begin their item cleanup. And this jumping that Jafem is doing is allowing a lot of those birds flying to not spawn, but also allowing less lag. It is the most laggiest part of this entire game. And if you just stand on the platform, you're going to get more birds and you're going to get a bunch of lag. So by jumping and doing what Jafem was doing, it's stopping the birds from spawning, which is going to stop the additional lag, which is so incredibly important to speedrunning. That lag obviously is going to take seconds off of a run. And there it is. That is the last visit for Jafem. This is it. Visit 5 for Jafem. Remember how I said that all-important 1-up, that extra life that the racers got in Sting Chameleon stage was going to come into play? It's because Mega Man X you usually only get 3 lives with. Well, you need to die here 3 times to complete your revisits. So getting that extra life allows you to go through this and stay in the same stage. And there is the Dr. Light capsule. And here it is. It is time for the Hadouken upgrade. The Hadouken is the special one-hit kill here in Mega Man X, but you have to have full energy to be able to execute the Hadouken. You have to be standing on ground to execute the Hadouken. You cannot do a Hadouken in midair. So now jafem on to Sigma Stage 1. jafem once again on purposely damaging down. Because guess who's back? It's Vile with a brand new mech. So jafem, by kicking off that little tiny platform there, allowing jafem to jump up and over a cutscene trigger that you see now being triggered, allows a time save of a few seconds. As the cutscene plays off in the background, jafem's already hit with the same Vile paralyzing shot. Zero's gonna blow themselves up and take out the mech. You see Bull here. This is the lag I was talking about on Bull's side of the screen. This lag can take seconds off of every one of these visits. jafem executes the first Hadouken on a boss in this game. Fun fact, by the way. In the X trilogy, X1, X2, and X3, the Hadouken is the only special item that's a one-hit kill. The Shoryuken, which is the X2 item, is not a one-hit kill. It's actually damage per hit. And the Z-Saber in X3 is basically you need to hit 2 Z-Sabers on an enemy to kill an enemy. jafem, like I said earlier, utilizing the Charged Chameleon Sting to become invincible. That was one of the parts where they're going to abuse it. Yeah, damage per frame, damage per hit, kind of the same thing. For example, when you get the Shoryuken on the X-Hunter Agile stage, X-Hunter Stage 3, you'll notice that when the racers hit the Shoryuken, it does damage per frame on Agile, so when it's hit, Agile doesn't move. And you see, if you watch the health bar of Agile, it goes down per frame. And jafem gets spider babies. Shout out to GCR. Ideally, you would like Boss Spider, which is the boss of Sigma Stage 1. So Siberian... Correct, Retro, which is why, my opinion, I think the Shoryuken is the weakest of the special items because of the damage per frame. So, for example, I just want to point this out as jafem begins X Stage 2, Sigma Stage 2. Basically, Retro, think of Morph Moth. And think of, after the dangling spider, when Morph Moth actually comes down, when you hit a Shoryuken there on that revisit, if you can connect fully the way Morph Moth is going, then yes, you can still take a chunk of damage out of Morph Moth, but you still have to hit him again, and then possibly the XX takes damage, means you can't use Shoryuken again, means you gotta turn to the Flame Burner, which is Morph Moth's weakness. So yeah, you can still take big chunks of damage out. The Hadouken's just a one-hit kill. Now, Lester wants to know about Siberian's run. Siberian isn't doing anything wrong. jafem's movement is fantastic. jafem is executing, again, like I said, it's a few more tricks. Remember, Bull stood on the platform, took the lag, several seconds off of Bull's time. jafem is already now a stage and a half ahead. After jafem took an unfortunate death, by the way, back at the very beginning of this race at Storm Eagle stage. And now for one of the most interesting boss names here, Rangda Bangda. The wall face stage. Or the wall face boss. Someone must have been having fun when they were developing this boss. So hopefully that answered every one of your questions. Bull is on to the Vile battle. Jafem defeats Rangda Bangda, which is Sigma Stage 2 boss, and is now going to the longest Sigma Stage, Sigma Stage 3. It is going to be the most boss revisits. It's going to be the longest stage, plus with D-Rex at the end being the boss there. Racers need to be very careful. Now here, the racers are going to be doing a charged shotgun ice. Pushing through the bottom, and you saw there Jafem unable to execute a glitch. The very top of this room where you see the ceiling is, for Armored Armadillo, if you can push yourself through a shotgun ice, it's going to skip this entire battle, thus saving you time in a run. And now, Jafem's going on to Sting Chameleon. If you remember how I said the Hadouken can only be executed while standing on ground. Jafem is going to execute a charged shotgun ice, which is a platform. Going to switch back to the X-Buster. Hits a Hadouken. It's a platform that you technically hit in midair, but because of the way the charged shotgun ice hits the wall, it stays there, thus allowing you to be able to use the Hadouken on Sting Chameleon. And now it's time for Spark Mandrill. Hey, Spark Mandrill. Get frozen, get wrecked. Oh no, missed shot with the Hadouken, but hits it on the second try. Get wrecked. Siberian Bull using Boomer Kuwanger's weakness here. The Homing Torpedo. A weapon that we don't really see utilized in Mega Man X speedrunning, because by the time you get the Homing Torpedo, it's not really worth it for speedrunning because of how late you're usually defeating Launch Octopus. But Bull doesn't have full health. Now has full health and gets bumped again! Bull does not want to go through the boss spider fight like this. Wants the Hadouken, not getting the health drops. And Bull might want to think about just going forward to defeat the boss spider with the shotgun ice. Is getting so many ammo drops. This is not good for Siberian Bull. Losing time finally. Gets a large energy refill, but Jafem is just absolutely dominating right now. Shadow Retro makes actually a really good point in Twitch chat. I'll get to that right after this D-Rex fight. So you're going to see X head up here and has to be really careful to hit the Hadouken. And now it's going to be the Boomerang Cutter, which is D-Rex's weakness. D-Rex is one of those interesting bosses. If you can't get to D-Rex's base to hit the Hadouken before the head goes up to start launching attacks, it's not good. But Jafem easily able to defeat D-Rex. So time to point out what Shadow Retro was saying. Shadow Retro says in Twitch chat, Spark Mandrill really does showcase MMX boss design. An interesting moveset that is absolutely chumped by his weaknesses. Yeah, really good point. It's a really good moveset from Mandrill. However, it is definitely, because of the shotgun ice weakness, freezes them, but obviously after a freeze, you can get the, the charged spark on the ground, you can get a jump, but because he can't get to the ceiling, he can't move around because of the shotgun ice, it's really interesting. Here we go! Jafem on to the final Sigma stage, 3 boss fight in a row. First it's Sigma's dog, who's gonna get Hadoukened and go bye-bye. And now on to Sigma. Or as Sigma is called in the community in Mega Man X, it's Jedi Sigma. Because Sigma has what looks like a lightsaber. But this is easy. Why? Because you charge and you get hit with Hadouken. And now the final boss of Mega Man X. A boss known as Wolf Sigma. Another wall boss, but this one a little bit more difficult than Rangda Bangda because of the moving claws. The rolling shield is Wolf Sigma's weakness. Jafem looking at a 40xx time if they can execute this. This would have been a sub-40 run if they didn't take a death early on in Sting Chameleon, but Jafem having an absolutely great Wolf Sigma fight so far. And get your GGs in the Twitch chat. Jafem defeats Siberian Bull. Jafem advances to 2-1 in their group for this tournament. And now we see Bull taking on Rangda Bangda. We'll see if Bull can execute the charged shotgun ice. See if they can get the glitch. If you did enjoy the race, make sure you drop the racers a follow, !R in the Twitch chat to follow the racers, !C if you want to follow the commentary team. I will be here right after the race for the Metroid Prime Randomizer Weekly right here on Speedgaming 4 as the Echoes tournament's happening, and Bull just misses the glitch too. Good try from Bull as well. Jafem, if you're listening, feel free to come on up. Bull takes out Armored Armadillo. We'll see if we can get either racer in for a post-game interview. And you see Bull, unfortunately, taking a hit. So this is going to be the normal way to defeat Sting Chameleon. And Launch Octopus defeated. Get some hype in the chat. Let's see Bull finish strong. Unfortunately, Bull got hit by Flame Mammoth. Couldn't get the Hadouken to hit on Flame Mammoth, so Bull will defeat Flame Mammoth the good old-fashioned way, using its weakness. And now Bull is going to be on to face the boss of Sigma Stage 3, D-Rex. Nice Hadouken from Bull. The climb up Sigma Stage 4 tower. Bull now going to go on to fight Sigma's dog, Jedi Sigma, and Wolf Sigma. Nice use of Hadouken. That almost got a little close. And here we go. Bull now on to Wolf Sigma to finish things off. And there it is. Bull has defeated Wolf Sigma with an official time. Let's go back to the race time room. With an official time of 47 minutes, 23 seconds. Jafem's official time, 40 minutes and 24 seconds. GG's from the runners. Really nicely done. We'll see if Bull wants to join. Give a second or two here. See if Bull wants to join for a post-game interview. Obviously, no pressure. And there they are. What's up, Bull?
Okay, I had to press a few buttons on my end. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, it's going. I don't think you those spikes very much in Launch Octopus stage, do you?
Well, it didn't help that I bonked my head.
No, that doesn't help either.
No, because bonking my head landed me right into the spikes. And that was one thing that cost me. I was trying to do math in my head. I was like, because we were 2 minutes behind PB. So I was on PB base going into Sigma 3, and then could not get Dill Skip, could not fire a Hadouken on Launch Octopus, just went straight into the toilet.
It's all good.
Well,
what do you think of your group so far? I mean, you were in a pretty tough group.
Well, I was hoping to at least put on a good showing. That's all I wanted to do, and this last race is probably my best showing of the tournament so far. But,
I would agree with that.
But I will say that my losing also now creates another logjam, because now we got two groups that have to do a runoff to see who moves on to brackets.
There you go.
But aside from group stages, we have 2 more races, both involving Jockey having to take on Demulet and Decal. I need to get with him to see what's going on, because I think he might have to drop out because of personal reasons. But I'll find out with him. But basically, we have two races that are going to have to be 3-way runoffs, yeah, we'll be moving on to brackets soon enough.
It just means more fun for all the viewers.
Yeah, more of me in the booth and not me running.
Yeah, it's all good.
All
right.
Aside from that, I'm going to take the time to promote another tournament that I'm running, the Mega Man 2 Randomizer tournament, because that tournament and local speed gaming channels. That's it. That's all I got.
There you go. So make sure you stay tuned to the MM2 Rando tournament. That should be fun as well. We need to get a good Mega Man X randomizer.
Yeah. Well, I know of one, but I
know of one, and it's apparently not the greatest, but that's okay, because 100% runs are still cool.
It's not the greatest. It's defunct, and the I don't want to just mismatch with someone, but let's just say it's been abandoned.
Well,
anyway,
regardless, Bull, I would definitely agree with you that this was your best showing. I think I've calmed all 3 of your races.
You did,
so this
because
definitely
you kind of had to, because I couldn't calm my own race. They wouldn't allow me to.
No kidding.
Let's just say those races would have a few more expletives.
It's all good. Well, Bull, I'm going to go ahead and get us on out of here. Anything else you want to say to your adoring fans out there?
I love you guys, but, it's the end of the run here for me, as far as the tournament. But everyone else, come back for more. There's going to be lots of fun ahead of us, so look forward to